welcome back to the channel. So I just want to say Tesco videos are back. It's been a little while since I've been able to upload because management in this specific warehouse said I was in breach of the policy. I'll put the policy up on the screen if I can find it, but pretty much it says you can film, they say you can't film, and it was just a battle that I wasn't winning. I wasn't getting anywhere. They hit me with absolutely everything, that I was representing Tesco, damaging Tesco, and everything in between. But I'm here to say that the Tesco videos will be back now, so I'll be slowly uploading them over the next few months. So I do hope you enjoy them. But the first one back today is going to be a slightly heavy one. We've got 550 kilograms on and 14 stops. It's quite a local trip though today. We're only doing about 35 miles. And before, when you used to see this channel, we used to be doing 4-hour shifts. They've upped them now to 6 hours break and then 6 hours. So yeah, we've got a lot to do and not much time to do it. So I'll catch up with you guys when we get to the first stop or the second stop, I'm not too sure, and then we'll see how it goes. All right, we've just finished our first drop of the day, and it was to a business instead of a house, and they're always much more easy to deliver to. They normally have loading areas and straight in, straight out. Our next one is going to be a house, so it's going to take us 20 minutes to get there, so I'll film some of the journey. So we're now just on the way to the second drop. It's going to take us another 6 minutes to get there. I've not shown you the most of the drive because it's literally just one straight line the whole way down, and he's through. That's perfect. But this van, it feels very, very heavy and very, very slow today. I can feel it when I'm accelerating. It's taking so much longer than normal to get up to speed. I don't know if that's because of the weight or if it's just this van specifically. It just hasn't got the oomph in it, you know. But we're just going to be slowing it down a little bit because we're going to be taking not this right but the right after. So put our indicator on, get into this side, and hopefully can time it perfectly. It looks like we can, so just got to be aware of this. The sun is so bright right now, literally can't see anything properly. So I'm going to speed up a tiny little bit because it is a 30 miles an hour road, and I want this van in front to kind of be like the blocker. So if there's two vans coming through, most people are going to have to wait. So slow right down for here, and we go a little bit to the left for the motorbike. So hopefully, let's see what we can do here. I'm just going to not hold the accelerator and see what happens. Perfect. Thank you. So it won't make sense to you guys in the way that I'm releasing the videos, but I've been to this area, I think, every day for the past 4 days. So I've got quite familiar with where I'm going, and what roads I can and can't fit down. But this house specifically, I've not been to this road before, so we're gonna have to look. It's it looks like it's gonna be a dead-end road. Well, it is a dead-end road, but I don't know if there's going to be space to spin around at the end of it, because normally you can see where on Google Maps how the houses have a little circle at the end of the road. This one doesn't have that, so we're going to have to check before we go in and see if we have to reverse. Just gonna wait here. No, we're not. And you can wait. And we're gonna be making a right here, so I'm just gonna go quickly. Oh, there's a gap. I'm We're going to take it very, very late, just so we miss him. Perfect. And we're caught by these red lights here. So annoyingly as well, our house is just going to be behind this really, but because it's a one-way road in a minute, we've got to go all the way around. And alright, we'll wait for this van here. There you go, that's not what I meant to do. No one on the zebra crossing. I think potentially, yeah. So yeah, the one-way road is just to the left over there. So we're probably gonna be using that one to come out, depending where our next drop is. But we gotta go all the way around. We've got Morrison's over here. Slow it down a little bit. And then we're gonna be following this car again. So I'm not sure why he took that so wide, because it's quite a big entranceway really. Okay, so there's no one behind us, and honestly I'm gonna say it's big because we've got two lanes, so that normally means you've got space. And then our house is just a little bit further up. Alright, we've just finished it and we've got to the end of the road, and as you can see there was a turning circle, but you know, there's people parked in it, so that's standard. I've seen a driveway opposite, so I'm going to try and get into that one, so let's give that a go. My plan initially obviously was to just come in here and spin it here, but it's not possible, so we're gonna go back this way instead. And we're gonna go well, initially that was gonna be my driveway there, so I think if I go forward down here, not ideal at all. I've actually completely butchered that entirely, so that's just not gonna work. Oh, it's too early for me to think. I literally, because that car's there, so I wanted to spin forward in, and I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm just gonna have to. Haven't really got much choice. I don't like using driveways, but sometimes you have to. There we go. Took me a bit longer than normal, but we got there in the end. So next one. Alright, so the next one is literally a minute away, so it is going to be on the wrong side of the road. So now it's clear. So I'm going to try and spin it around on the road next to it. I could have probably gone around that, to be fair, but what I saw was this. So if I just go all the way in, it's clear. All the way out, it's clear. And then back into this, still watching to make sure no one's coming. Cool. And then you just go to the side, and somewhere along here should be our house. So I thought I'd just show you what the van is looking like now after stop number 3. And it was pretty full to begin with at the start of the day, and we've got 5 in here, 5 in here that we've already done. But yeah, 500 and something, 550 kilograms in total today. Alright, so we're just on to stop number 5 now. I'll quickly show you the unloading process. We've got just 2 ambient and 1 chilled. So I've got one at the front, and I've got one at the back. There we go, unloaded. So I'll just get these delivered now. We now have a 6-minute drive to the next stop. This is gonna be stop number 6. So I'll put you on POV and you can come along with me. I'm gonna just check it's clear, and it is. And it's starting to get quite warm today. So when I started my shift, it was about 13 degrees or so. And now it's building its way up to 18 is what the van is saying. So I'm thinking my jumper might be coming off in the next couple of drops or so. So we're going to be following this van here. And it's a little bit tight, but nothing too bad. A little bit tighter. There we go. So I'm just having a look at the notes, and this next drop looks quite heavy. We've got 4 ambient, 2 chilled and 1 frozen. I think it was about 70 kg I could read, but they always put the weight in tiny writing, so I think that's what I saw. And they're just going to dodge this, I imagine it's McDonald's wrapping, and follow this road around. And let's see, is there someone coming in? Yeah, so we're just going to leave room for them, and if they come through, perfect. Oh, you're welcome. Then we're going to be making a left out of this road here, and just about see if it's clear. And we're not going to be able to get in front of the bus. And my van has been making an awful rattling sound today, all day. And it's like something with the vents down here that I don't know if that's not screwed on properly, but yeah, it's been pretty loud. So put the right indicator on, and there's plenty of room for us to go around. So we got Asda. They typically don't wave. Yeah, I thought so. I mean, I don't wave to them either, but that's because I know that they don't wave back. So we've got a couple of options. We can either go right at the next lights, or keep going. It's 1 minute slower, which I might actually take because we're not due there till 11:40 and it's currently 11:15. And I recently discovered that you're only paid pretty much when you get back to the warehouse. Unless you sit on the warehouse side, they won't pay you, so there's literally no point of rushing. Because it used to be you could do your trip and then when you're back you can just have a coffee, have a tea, and wait till the end of your shift. But now, unless you're standing on the warehouse side, they will not pay you. So there's our green light, put our right indicator on as well, even though we're in the right hand lane. And we've got a 13-foot bridge, which we will clear perfectly fine. And I mean, we've been this way many times before, so we know we can fit. So another thing, I think I mentioned it at the start of this video, but the shifts now are 6 hours break and 6 hours. Well, it's actually like 5 and a bit break, 5 and a bit. But if you're not doing the full 12-hour day, then they will make you do a 6 hour in one go. So they're definitely pushing all the drivers to their limits because they're just increasing the amount that we have to take with us as well. So drivers are having to work longer and do more. So yeah, it's not looking too good for most people. But we've got 4 minutes to go. Double checking the height is fine. And then we're going to be taking a left at this roundabout. And annoyingly, I've not even looked to see which side of the road is going to be on, the house is going to be on. So we're going to have to wait and get there to see if we're going to have to spin it around. Right, it's a 30 miles an hour speed limit on this one. There's a car coming the other way, but I know that we can both fit as long as they go on their side. And it's also, I believe, buses come down here as well, so gotta be watching out for them. And what's this one? Add blue low, so we'll fill that up when we get back to the warehouse. Okay, it's clear both sides. Straight over this roundabout as well. And we'll fit through here before the learner even gets to us. Left at this roundabout, you've got to take quite late because the curb is quite high, so you don't want to hit that one. And the bus is gonna be staying. Don't know, it's not got any indicators on, so couldn't really tell. Slow it down for this bump as well. Just trying to read the notes to see if it says anything about the house that I need to know, but I can't see it, I can't read anything. Okay, and we are on the wrong side, so what can I do? Just go around that way, perfect. So if there's going to be like a divider in the middle of the road, I've been to this house before. If not, I'm on the wrong side. Okay, perfect. So just along the right here somewhere, but we're just going to go straight past it, come down to the left. And then right on the next road, and basically just loop our way around so that the door is on the right side, or the left side is what it technically is. And then right down this one as well. This one looks a little bit tighter. So just take it slowly. Perfect. And then it's just gonna be over here. Okay, we need to watch for that bus. I'm just gonna find somewhere to park on the left. All right, we've just completed stop number 7, which has allowed us to have some space here to reorganize some of the trays. So this is before, and then this is after. So we've got 30 trays into this one, and then we just got one spare. Looking much neater. All right, guys, we're about halfway through now. I think we're moving on to stop number 8. Honestly, I've lost count. It just doesn't seem to be going down at all. But this next one is 6 minutes, so we'll continue our drive. So we've got 6 minutes, and it's about 2.5 miles away. So we just first want to get out of these residential roads, and then I believe we're just going to be going pretty much straight all the way down like a 40 road. So just watch out for them trees, probably scrape them a little bit, but it's only little branches. So it looks clear on the right. And we're just watching for these cones because it means we're going to have to go a little bit more in the middle, but you can fit pretty perfectly. So right, we're slowing down here, wait on this side of the zebra crossing, but I can roll because we're going to be clear to go through now. And then we're going to be making a left at this this turn here. Okay, watch out for all of these. So we'll drop back a little bit, just let him go a bit further away. And we're building our speed up to 40 miles an hour now. And we've got a skip or a truck behind us, so hopefully he doesn't stay too close, because we are going to be turning right in about 4 minutes. So I'm not going to be too sure where the actual entrance is, so I'm probably going to have to slow down a bit before so I can have a look. But yeah, we've been going now for about 3 hours. We're on to stop number 8, and we've got another about 2.5 hours to go. So definitely feels longer than our previous ones. Ease off a little bit, just give a little bit of a break, just to show that we are going to follow 40 miles an hour now. I always find that the lorries barely keep any distance, like these like tipper skipper lorries. They're always in a rush to get somewhere. And then now we're going to be coming down to 30, so he's going to probably get even closer to us. we're just keeping our speed about 30 now. This car in front seems to be slowing down a bit more. And for the next drop, it's nice and easy. We've only got one ambient and one chilled. I think it's only about 11-12 kilograms. But on the notes, it asks if I can unpack it in the kitchen for them, so that'll probably delay me a couple of extra minutes, or in fact it might actually be faster because it might be like an elderly person, so them trying to unpack it themselves could take longer than me. So just keep going through here now, and we're going to be turning off very, very shortly. So initially I thought it was down there, but it seems it's just going to be the next road after this thing in the middle. I forget what they're called. So yeah, we'll just slow it down a little bit, and it's clear. So now we've got the challenge of parking, but then this car is in the way, so let's see what we can do. Perfect. And I'll just have a look where we're going. So I think honestly I'm just going to park it at the end and have to walk it up. So we'll just go pretty much as close as we can to the curb, but then because it's on a bend, it does make life a little bit easier because this has got not a very good turning like point, you know. So I'll get this one done quickly. Alright, so that turned out it was actually stop number 9, so we've got 2 minutes to get to stop 10, but it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to probably spin around here, so let's have a look. Alright, so I think we've got a little side road we can turn into here, so I'm just going to whack the hazard lights on. It is going to be a bit of an awkward angle though, but it's kind of, oh no, it looks like actually we can just go all the way around, which will make my life a little bit easier, but I imagine it's going to be quite tight around here. It doesn't seem too bad. And I'm putting a lot of trust right now into the sat-nav that this will actually come out on the other side. And I'm not liking the looks of this at all. And the sensors are going off like crazy. Should be able to just squeeze our way through without touching too much, and follow it around this side now. There we go. So just slow it down, just check if anyone's coming the other way. They shouldn't be, but perfect. And then I'm going to take this one quite wide to see who's coming up. Alright, it's clear. It's a little bit tight with this van here, but fit through no problems. That beeping is too much right now, I don't need it. And it looks clear, wow. That is probably the first time I've ever come out trying to get onto this road and it's been clear. It's normally so difficult to try and get out on this road. So 30 miles an hour right now. Just before the bridge it's going to be 40, and then I think on the other side it just drops straight down to 30 anyway, so we'll see if we can even maintain 40 for a little bit. That's a really nice car over there. So yeah, 40 now, building our speed up. I believe we're over the M23 there, so it looks nice and clear. And there you go, like I said, drops right back down to 30 anyway, so bring it right down. And hopefully they don't pull out. So I should be able to squeeze around here. Basically, my main thing that I'm looking for right now is a bus stop, because apparently the house is at the back of a road, so I can squeeze through. So yeah, we're looking for a bus stop somewhere. Ah, there we are. So I'm just gonna pull it onto the pavement as much as I can, and let's see what that does, because it might be back there, I believe. I'm not actually too sure, and I don't really want to park in the bus stop, so let me have a look. Alright, so I thought I'd give you a little update of what the van is looking like after stop number 11. So we've now got 30 trays in this one, 20 trays in this one, one spare in that one, and we've got 3 more drops to do. We've got number 12, which is here. I think there's about 3 or 4 in there, and you've got 13 and then 14 just behind it. So we'll move on to our next stop now. I don't think we're due there for another like 10-15 minutes, so might have a little break before that, and I'll catch up with you when I start driving. Okay, so we are making our way now onto stop number 12, I think it's gonna be. We're due there. We're gonna get there about 4 minutes early, so I thought there's not really much point of having a break. So we've got 2 more drops, and then the one after that isn't due till 2. So I imagine I'm just gonna do the 1 o'clock one's a bit early, and then I can have a slightly longer break before we do the 2 o'clock one. And this one is literally only 2 or 3 minutes away, so it shouldn't take us too long to get there. However, when I did read the notes, it says that there is no room to turn around on the road, and I will need to reverse in. So we're gonna have to see how tight this is actually gonna be. But we're gonna be making a right down here first. Fit. And then left out of here, so we're going back up the hill, clear. Getting slightly blinded by the sun again, but it shouldn't be in our way for too long. And then we're going to be making a right, so we'll wait for that motorbike. I'm taking that one a little bit too late, but it's fine, we can still get round the corner. So it's 1 minute away. I'm very, very confused as to where this is actually going to be. Go on your side of the road, we can fit. Nice. I heard a siren in the distance, but I don't think it's anywhere behind us. So we've got to make a left, and then pretty much immediately we're going to go into the right here. So I'll work the indicator on, hazards on. It's not that tight to be fair, but I can see that there's no room. So slowly does it, missing that white car, and then quickly turn it so we miss that grey car, watch him come around there. And then I think I'm pretty much going to just have to put myself on the left hand side. It always throws me off because my sat nav never works out when I'm reversing it, can't understand what I'm doing. So let's have a look. So it should just be somewhere along this left hand side. I'll find it properly, and then I'll catch up with you guys once I've delivered it. All right, we've just finished our last stop, which is 14 out of 14. So we're just making our way back to the warehouse now. So I'll film some of that drive back and then I'll catch up with you when I get there. All right, so we've now got a van parked there, but there is plenty of room for us to get past. And then we're going to be making a left down here. We could go right, but to our right is just lots of country roads and I can't really be bothered for that today. So we're just going to go straight through here and then hopefully it's going to pop us out on a main road. But yeah, it's about 13 minutes to get back to the warehouse, so not too far at all. So then I'm going to have my hour break, which will probably take me, let's say, till 3:30, and then back out to do another 5.5 hour run, maybe 6. I'm not actually due to finish till 9, so it literally could be anything. So we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully it's going to be slightly lighter than this one, but the chances are it's probably going to be the same since they've upped all of our work now to about 14. 14 is pretty much the standard now. 14 drops in 5 and a bit hours, so I'm expecting it to be the same, but we can hope it's going to be lighter. So we're going to probably put ourselves in after this land. No, I could have done it, but I'm probably going to get nudged if I do it. So is he gonna? Okay, we're gonna hopefully get in before that van, but I don't know if he's turning down this one. Yeah. So try and build our speed up. So this is why I didn't want to just jump in front of another car, because this thing's acting really sensitive, this Lightfoot, today, so I don't want to push it too much. And this is a 40 miles an hour road, so it's going to be quite difficult to build our speed up. Just check again, no one's overtaken us, and we should be all right. So could have let these lot go, but I'm hungry. I want my lunch. Been out since 9 o'clock this morning, near enough, so I'm pretty hungry. It's now 2:08, due back at 2:20. By the time I've unpacked, unloaded all the empty trays, probably going to be about 2:30. So yeah, I'm ready for lunch. Okay. And we're just gonna get caught by the red light. But you've seen this journey many times, so I will catch up with you guys when I get back to the warehouse. Alright, we're all back at the warehouse now, and that is our first half of the day done. It's now 2:30, so pretty much bang on what I said. So I'll go have my lunch now, then back out probably about 3:30. Thank you very much for watching, and be sure to subscribe for the next video.